You know, to do it, you really have to get any job that you know. If you like it, you don't work a day. Everybody said, you know, it's such hard work. It didn't seem hard to me at all. But yeah, probably when I was a kid and at high school, I went to work with my father and oldest brother. I'm quite sure at that time I thought it was stupidest thing anybody could do.
I remember you last guy doing this on the way to wash your airfield road.
Able to plug a chainsaw for. There's the days when if you know, working with somebody and you stay in just cutting wood down, you know, getting it ready for the skidder, you know, it's totally different. You're lugging the chainsaw out. When you work alone the way I did most of the time. Because it's not a job like you go in at the mill and you got a certain job, you do it every day. It's, you know, it changes, you know, where you are, what you're cutting and the ground you're on, and, you know. But all them chokers you use to hook on individual trees, you know, so that you can't, you don't have to come out with just one tree, unless it was a big one and you'd want to. But when you're in smaller wood, you know, smaller it is, the more trees you need in order to run the skidder, pay for it, the fuel and everything, back and forth. You know, you got to bring so much with you.
Cut right off the stump. And the dog will pull right back over and off the skidder.
The cable goes around your winch drum. Just a hard worker. Yeah, I like it. I like being outdoors and I like being in the woods. Charles and Frank grew up until they got time to go to school up at Oxhead. Lived right there at Lower Oxhead. They had some type of an old camp there. Yep, my father cut for Earl Sibley. I went right out of high school and cut with Fabio with my Charles and my father, 74. Yeah. We had kids to raise and, you know, you had to bring in some money. Like I worked for Doug Bradbury for quite a while there. Well, that's who my father worked for when I got out of high school. We were working for Doug with one of his skidders. So, you know, he got the skidder money. All we got was cutting, and there was 3 of us, so it had to go 3 ways. Back in the 70s, if you could make $300 a week, you was making really big money. No complaints. Like I say, we survived all that. Oh, up on the mountain here, I used to average 3 cord. I had a big skidder too at that time. I could only make 4 twitchers a day off the mountain, so rough and so hard going up there. But it was all downhill when I come down, so when I came, I had to bring some wood. I worked with Jeff back a long time ago, and we swapped off from day to day. He'd yard one day and I'd cut down, and next day, you know, it was in the summer there, and you take the heat and stuff, so, you know, you get a break on the skidder. But hardwood logs are more money in than anything, more than pine. But pine, well, you can cut a load of it a lot easier, than it doesn't take as much as it does for hardwood. Spruce, hemlock, hardwood, everything's one thing you make $25 a cord on, and some things you make $40 a cord. No complaints, like I say, we survived all right.